ages ago, which is where I met Stuart. I was also the artist that helped Stuart with Surf and Sweeper through his illness. There's been a lot of kind of stories going about, but I just want to let people know that enough of it got written down and recorded, and although I don't know what I'm capable of or what anyone else is capable of, that's around me, we won't let it sit in a drawer and die with him. It will happen. So what I would say is working with Stuart throughout his illness just taught me one thing: do the thing. Whatever it is that you're passionate about, whether you want to make films or write stories or paint or to make a comic book, do it now. I came to this university and you will never find enough time or supportive people around you that are willing to help you do what you want to do. So just please do the thing, because you never know when you might have to stop, and find that out the hard way. For me, the thing is spoken word poetry, and you're like, oh, poetry gay. So I'm not someone who can internalize anything. Anything I'm feeling goes out and into my work. And a lot of you know me through filmmaking. There's some things that are too big to fit into a film, and that's where spoken word comes in and helps me. I wrote this poem 2 days after Stuart died, so it's very personal, and there's a lot I would change about it now. But I don't, because if I wrote that poem a day earlier, a day later, a week later, or even now, it would be completely different. And it sums up perfectly where I was at that time, which was full of memories and completely confused and unable to separate a story about an astronaut from grief from my friend. And since it's a supportive audience for this night, I'd like to do the thing and share it. So this is Wondeful World. Red roses too, I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The world's most accomplished and renowned astronaut kidnaps his grandson, whisks him away on a spaceship to discover a black hole. This is the start of the story. When I met you, you told me that you could drink 3 pints of Guinness in under a minute. Bullshit, I said. You proved me wrong. I should have known when I met you, dwarfed by your towering personality, a grin like the moon, splitting the sky, constellations of freckles already named, timid, in giant form. I'd never met one of you before. But I should have known when I met you that you could drink 3 pints of Guinness in under a minute. The astronaut's grandson needs to work to accomplish the family name. He knows what is his, and he's willing to work to get it. This is the middle of the story. I have never heard anyone do Wonderful World on karaoke quite like you. I laughed so hard I forgot which planet I was on. You used voices to express your love. If I had need to hear of something, you had the voice to soothe. You were a jigsaw piece with a million sides, and you gave away your corners to anyone who needed something to lean on. You gave me your colours. You gave him your throat. You gave her your hips, your fingertips, and the spaces behind your ears. I should have known when I met you that no matter how many sides to your jigsaw piece, you would always fit. We walked home after karaoke that night, and I counted all the things that made the world wonderful, and your name was written on all of them. I realise now I should have been counting the moments. As writers, we use words to forge our way in the world, laying stories like stones on the path that our feet will walk on. Sickness does not understand the language of words, and this is a puzzle that I will never figure out. Jigsaw pieces fly by me like hail in a storm, too fast and too aggressive. I never got to see the bigger picture. I don't know how to pick up these pieces, but I know before I start that the set is now incomplete. The astronaut is looking for a black hole because he wants to kill himself. Having done everything that the world can offer and having run his hands through the fibers of the stars, dying in his bed is no longer acceptable to him. I don't know how this story will end, but I'm fucking unhappy with the end of yours. You never got to do everything a man can do, and you never ran your hands through the stars, but you ran your hands through the hair of someone who loves you. And I take comfort that you are part of the bigger story. It is a cruel joke of the universes to take away someone who can make universes in their mind. So I will count every tree of green and the damn roses too. This is not the end of the story. It's the spin-off, which we all know is never as good as the original, but it depends entirely on the universe in which you set it. The world was wonderful when you were here. It is less so now without you to point out the good, but I'll keep trying. While I have time, I should have known when I met you that you had a mind to create a universe for thousands of worlds, all of them wonderful. So, send me a postcard from the other side of that black hole. Wherever it is that you stop, save me a seat. This is not the end of the story. In the greater story, we are all just a chapter, or a page, a paragraph, a sentence, a word, a thought. No, we're an idea. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.